Hey Thor, can I ask you something?
Well, yes, Peyton, of course you can.
Well, throughout my semester of ESCI 302, I thought about who in my life displays the best appreciation and enjoyment of outdoor environments. And do you know who I decided this was?
Who, Peyton? Who was it?
It's you, Thor!
Thor? Would you like to go experience environmental education? Hey Thor, are you excited to go outside?
You love nature and you literally want to be outside 24/7. I've never seen anyone love the environment like you. If you were to teach humans or puppies, you'd be one of the best environmental educators out there.
That's so cool, Peyton. I never thought about it like that before. So tell me, Peyton, how did you view the environment and environmental education before this semester?
Well, going into this class, I viewed and appreciated the environment through its physical beauty.
For instance, in my first blog post, I talked about the 3 weeks I had spent in Michigan prior to the school year. I enjoyed and thrived in its amazing outdoor surroundings. I then compared this space to the space I experienced back in Regina and thought about how the two places affected my mood.
Now, why did this seem so important to you?
Well, Thor, realizing how much I am personally affected by my outdoor environment appears to be a common theme that I've carried throughout the semester.
My understanding of this really inspired me to want to preserve nature and all of its beauty. The means of how to achieve this were evident when David Orr stated, "The planet does not need more successful people, but it does need more peacemakers, healers, restorers, storytellers, and lovers of every kind." This idea also inspired me in my eco-literacy poem when I wrote about our young neighbor Braxton and the way he views the environment. Why did you choose to write through a child's perspective, Peyton? Well, Thor, when I analyze these two entries now, I realize I wrote through a child's perspective because it is a much happier, inspiring, vivid description of the world, and as we grow older, we tend to forget the simple things in nature that used to amuse and bring us joy. It is much easier for adults to let the positives be absorbed by the negatives, and as a future environmental educator, it is crucial I show my students the importance of maintaining this love for nature throughout their entire lives, and using this passion to discover and create new ways to prevent their environment from being destroyed. Fantastic idea, Peyton. What else inspired you in this course? I also realized how much storytelling reflects my understanding and appreciation of the environment, as I discussed in my fourth blog post. My appreciation for storytelling originally developed from Curthies, Cuthbertson, and Clark when they stated, "Storytelling is one way of sharing what it means to live in a particular place, its history, inhabitants, opportunities, challenges, rhythms, and ways of life." An idea of enriching environmental spaces through this process of storytelling also became a common theme of mine throughout this course. Super cool, Peyton. Did this idea of storytelling connect to anything else?
Yes, storytelling directly relates to history and is a great way to share experiences from the past.
I first realized this in my meta-reflection when I discovered all of the views and perspectives on the environment that have evidently been shaped by the people who have experienced these places before me. All of these places have specific identities because of their past, an important element I never realized before. This connected to Curthy, Curbiston, and Clark again when they stated, "History is our heritage. This is what we value in our environment. This is part of us. This is what we want to share and how we want you to know us."
What else did you learn from your experiences?
What I really learned throughout this semester is how everything in our world is somehow linked or connected in some way.
Oh, do tell, Peyton.
Well, Thor, in further explanation, during my action learning project, I was fortunate to have a tour of a local bee farm and directly got to see and understand the drastic negative impacts that the bee decline has on our entire world.
What I did not know prior to is that this problem is mainly because of the mass consumption, mass production system that is corrupting our economy, which is exactly what I discussed in my second blog post. To make more money, companies will find the cheapest and easiest way to produce a product which normally comes with extremely harmful environmental impacts.
As Donella Meadows explains, these are places within a complex system, a corporation, an economy, a living body, a city, or an ecosystem, where a small shift in one thing can produce big changes in everything. This directly reflects how the simple production of corn can wipe out a huge chunk of the bee population. It was very beneficial for me to see this connection, and this idea was brought up again in our class discussion of the Lorax, which reveals the unfortunate possible future of the world if we keep living and consuming at such a high rate.
Wonderful connections, Peyton. What else can you tell me?
Well, Thor, let's talk about my unit plan project.
This assignment was incredibly helpful for me to understand that environmental education does not just occur outside. It is connected to us through every single thing we do, and I was thrilled to discover and learn about the new ways I can bring environmental education into my future classrooms. This is also revealed in my last blog post, where I discuss how my idea of environmental education has grown and how I am excited to share with my future students the knowledge and perspectives I have gained. In closing, I feel like my whole journey throughout this semester can be connected to Gelter when he states, "The overall goal in environmental education should be a healthy soul and a healthy body in a healthy society in a healthy world, where respect and responsibility would be the new foundation of human interactions."